With that, of course, you can get a hatch open if any have not been opened up. But it's a bit of an unlucky bit of time, but also great timing by BDS for Mello to get caught out there. He was up on the counter to avoid this C4 coming through, but still gets caught by it. So great timing as June drops in, finds Shaiko, but immediately traded out there by Renshiro. Grizzly back on the other side into a 3 versus 2 for BDS. Maybe a little bit closer than it should be. No longer a 3v1, and Grizzly's got it all to do. BDS to close it out, and BDS with a very comfortable round 1, Tim.
Very comfortable indeed.
Well, Jim has worked his way up through Kitchen here and has now got himself flashed out by a friendly. Not really what was intended, but here comes the push in. 3 of them also coming in through the breach. They're looking for what they can find. Fires out some shots, but can't quite find his man. Uno looking for the same, coming in towards the showers, but gets hosed down on the reverse as well. Brede winning that one out, and a 3 versus 2 once again for BDS. This time, though, with about an extra 45 seconds on the clock, means this is salvageable for Heroic, with Grizzly finding one more. It was Brede who turned it into a 3v1 in the last round. Here he loses out, and it becomes a 2v2.
Grizzly is another one of those Renshiro style characters for me that is going to go in there and get important kills. He gets himself one down, and BDS are likely to be able to win this one out. Doom, he does manage to secure that plant though. He's now working against the odds in terms of man count, but he does have the clock on his side. Finds himself one. Can he secure the 1v2? He hits the flick, but can't find the kill. He's going to head underneath. It's going to relieve Lems a little bit of a dilemma here. Does he go for the case? Can he keep himself safe? Or is he going to have to take the fight? He knows that the fight is coming. The shot's coming. Doom's going to wait his time here. Lems comes off. The challenge is just going back and forth. 19 seconds left to go, and Doom is playing this absolutely beautifully. Just keeping himself slippery here. Just won't be nailed down. He knows that he has to make the challenge. Finds his kill. That's going to be round 2 to Heroic. Well played, Doom in the 1v2.
So let's see how the changes come in this time round, because BDS will have had that read. Okay, they opened up the West breach and they forced 3 or 4 players in while June came up main stairs. They know what a push looks like. They haven't changed up their lineup here at all, so they've still got the Kaid on side, for example. But here it comes, they're straight in towards Shaiko's spot here. June has just said hell for leather. Let's go straight for it, boys. They pull down 3 and it's already a 4 versus 2. They've broken the back of BDS, and June brings it to a 4 versus 1. What a round coming out from Heroic as Lems is left floundering, full flashed against Mello, loses it out, and that was a very different story to the previous round.
The graze of an impact nade or a nitro, and he's going to find himself down and out next time around. So Benja gets himself into the main stairs and kitchen corridor. He's going to start opening up those vertical angles, take out the default cam, all the usual stuff that we would expect from the attackers here. 1 minute 30 to go. Beautiful nitro from Leakafac, and Renshiro finds one along the way, and what a response from BDS with a flawless round. Had a quiet game so far, Des, and you can just see that he wants to put a bit of a spark into proceedings, and there's the spark.
He does it every single time. It was like when Aces, back when he was on Rogue, always used to swing out onto spawn with an SMG when the CC breach was opened up. This round, though, has gone like absolute thunder, and this is where I get a bit concerned from Heroic. Players are getting a little bit too, because it would have been the biggest throw by BDS you can imagine.
Certainly would. He's got Shaiko on the hunt at the minute. I'm not sure Doom's aware that he's behind him, but it's going to be Lems that will ultimately find him from the kitchen.
Absolutely good start. One of the main stairs here as well. Could find themselves another one. Yes, they do. 2 nade kills to start the round. Good stuff coming out of Heroic. Just softening BDS up, not looking to take gunfights, but making sure they can get these early kills that give them the advantage on site itself. That leaves Leakapat playing on the smoke. Lems with the C4 in the back pocket, as well as Shaiko on the frost, all holding down site here. So this again could prove to be one of the weaker points of the BDS half. In fact, every round they lose will have been on this site. Benja one more up main stairs, only 2 remaining to it. Looks to be a 3-3 split.
Certainly does, and it will be, as Grizzly manages to find Shaiko just after he takes away the flawless round from Heroic, managing to get the only kill of the round for BDS. Linked first, and now BDS have that man advantage. 1 minute 15 left to go. They've got the jacuzzi wall open. They've sort of foregone CCTV a little bit. They've left Leakafac out there, but Leakafac's going to do the work, Des. He's going to cut down 2 of them, and that is the defense broken to pieces.
And now they're going to get swarmed by the looks of it as well. Grizzly narrowly missing a couple of shots there as Shaiko down to blinking HP, about 5 HP left to his name, but he's very much locked inside a lodger here with nothing but a hope and a prayer on his side. BDS have control of the site. Leakafac into a triple. What a hero he has been, as there's one left. It's June coming up main stairs, and Shaiko's going to find himself downed out. Unsurprising on 5 HP, as June's cut off at the bottom of the stairs. What a clinical round by BDS, Tim.
Beautiful.
He went in for the second swing, but didn't expect the second one to come through, I think. But Liquefact removed that barbed wire on main stairs without any kind of punishment here. Mello, once again, going down on this mirror. You're asking questions at this point, Sim, because he needs to be the one that's safe in behind a mirror window, making use of it. But twice now, he's been caught out with barely so much as a whisper. Shaiko also bringing down Benja. A 4 versus 2, and BDS are in exactly the same spot once again, where they have all the power, all the control, all the say as to how this round will end. Alem's on the long-range angle. Doom left alone against 4. It's feeling like another BDS win.
Certainly is, and it's feeling again like another round with a little bit of overconfidence on this gym and bedroom site. We saw BDS fall foul of it, and we've seen now Heroic fall foul of it. The diffuser was going down, but they couldn't even find the kill onto Renshiro. Stood on highway, he manages to find his man inside of CCTV. Certainly getting ready to pounce at this point. Liquefact it will be with the first pounce and the first find. It's going to be 5 versus 4 now as BDS soften up Doom as well. We can see him on very low health. Renshiro onto Grizzly. Heroic, they just don't know which way to turn here, Des. They don't know where the pressure is going to come from next. Doom with a beautiful little angle up onto the kitchen hatch, but I don't think he's going to find his man. Takes a couple of nibbles there, but can't get into position. Benja does manage to find the kill though, but Breedy, he's going to get that diffuser down. It is secured. The plant is there, and Heroic now find themselves on a retake in a 2 versus 4. Mello, he gets one as he steps into short. He's going to dip himself back, just trying to use that machine pistol to level the playing field here, but no, cut down by Shaiko, and Renshiro and BDS send themselves on to map point.
That wasn't like taking a risk, right? They've tried to push 2 players in blind through dirt. They've had Alem sat at the bottom of main, challenge from 2 angles. Not really the ideal spots to get themselves into, and Heroic are capitalizing, which is what you want to see. They have crushed BDS on this push forwards, and sure, Liquefact has managed to find himself 2 coming in, but there's always 1 more waiting when 3 are left standing. I don't want to chalk it up to being amazing play strictly by Heroic, as for BDS there, it was a bit of a gamble.
To Alem's nice headshot. Liquefact takes his chance, but misses it. He was in the perfect position, and Doom manages to shut it down. Heroic, they're going to need those heroic plays from individuals like Doom. Benja manages to find Renshiro. 5 versus 2 as Heroic once again in the ascendancy. Are we seeing a serious shift in momentum here, Des, as they manage to just push themselves through what looks like another... Still men above, and he knows that. I think he's got a good idea as to Doom's location. Gonna look for himself to get the kill. Manages to find it. 1v2. But 17 seconds left to go on 1 above. This is difficult for Breedy.
Planting on the stairs as well. Something a little bit different for you. Not quite in direct view. But in comes the drop, and Mello gets there first. Finds Breedy out. This round I actually think was fairly balanced between the 2 teams, truthfully, Tim. I feel like BDS have lost it in equal measures that Heroic have won it. Opening
up that side of the map again. BDS dealing with this very quickly. Renshiro just on the reflex peak, but he will hit the alibi prisma, which gives a little bit of information. How does Uno lose that? Liquefact just walks in and gets a double, and that is exactly what was missing last round, Des. You picked up on it. BDS sort of lost the round by not picking up those opportunities, but this time Liquefact, he doesn't need asking twice. But what a shot! What a shot from Doom across the map!
He knows that the Vector's meant to have recall, right? Shaiko stepping into 1 more, finds Grizzly. A 4v2 ensues with still 90 seconds to play on the clock. It's a lot of time for BDS. There's one on main stairs. It's Doom playing on the mirror. The 3rd challenger playing this operator, but no! Doesn't know about the 1 player left deep. It's another 3k for Liquefact in this game, as Mello is left standing against the ball. Jumps out for 1, but straight into a Claymore. BDS will take that first map by a hair, though, at 7 and 5, and who knows what Skyscraper will hold.
Is the top black stairs push that I was talking about.
Well, Shaiko's already found one through the door. Mello's now the second one lining up, and Shaiko sees him first as well. It's far too easy. Finally, Doom does bleed out on the downstairs, and again, BDS has just said, hey, we'll let you guys get aggressive into us. We've got absolutely no issue with that. Shaiko here, rather than pushing in off that 2K, is also sat holding the Shrine window jump out. So everything Heroic can think of doing here, BDS have an answer to.
Liquefact just moving up the drummer stairs, going to look to try and get aggressive. Too
easy.
Renshiro and Shaiko are going to take out the final 2, and that is, as you said, Des, far too easy for BDS. Flawless attack to begin with.
They can try and push more aggressively and lose them quickly. It's just so difficult right now to stop them. How do you even win like that when he can get... I'm infuriated for Heroic. It's so frustrating just seeing BDS win gunfight after gunfight like that.
Shaiko wasn't even looking in that direction. It was only the challenge from Doom that alerted him to the presence. Not ideal from Alems, just catching the stair rail there. And the flash is going to impact his own team, but Melo does find one full in the face as well and will be white flashed as Brede manages to get this plant down almost certainly, unless the kill comes in before he secures it. Grizzly, he's trying to fight back through the gold bars there. Can't see his man on the long angle, and right now in a retake 1v3, nothing is going to be easy for Grizzly.
I just think it's so beautiful. Again, it's the kind of thing that Fresh was talking about on the telestrator. Leakyfac goes, look, you guys have got so much control here on the north side already. There's 2 or 3 you're pushing. I'm going to rotate down towards the south. Push on drum side.
He's trying to protect Renshiro, use him, bait him, try and just get anything he can out of this situation. But Ben just says, not today. I'm going to take 1. I'm going to take 2. Beautiful play from Benja.
Dare I say, I probably would have preferred to see the Ash Breach around there used onto the T soft wall, Get it opened up, really make Ben just sweat because he can't really hold a position in there. And that's where maybe you get the kill and can get your man up for free. LLMs though is in, finds Melo, pops his head up at the perfect time, but can't find the kill. June pulls back round now, it's Brede. The clutch master.
Should have a good idea of where Brede is pushing at the minute. Going to try to use that Selma charge just to try and mask the sound of the diffuser going down. Could be a smart play here, but he actually comes off it, knows that there's one up high, but he's going to be cut down from low. It's Doom who finds that final kill, and that is going to be Heroic taking the first round. Team is going to be looking to try and turn that around, I am certain. But again, it is those margins. Now then, Shaiko, he hears Doom coming from a mile away and cuts down the Oryx on Black Stairs. Beautiful start for BDS, and what a beauty of a second! How does he know that Grizzly's there? This man...
The second one was down to that pure intuition, though, that there might be a second player holding on the upstairs. Makes it a 3rd in the round as well. Benja steps forward, at least starts to equalise the scoring, but they've lost 3. Brede into 1 more. Melo, he's not had the best series so far, Tim, and I would not want to be him sat in a 1 versus 4 right now. Shaiko's nades start coming through. They know where the man is. Does Shaiko want his 4K? Yes, he does, but it's Alems that takes it away. BDS with round 4 in the bag.
You got a feel for Melo at the end there. 1v4. He's out from Shaiko there. I think just wanting to take some utility down. The bullets came in from Melo, and that let him know that the man was there. Leakyfac had the opportunity, but didn't take his shot. And Melo able to find himself a kill. He's going to juice himself back up on a salvation station in sight, and all of a sudden, we're in a 3 versus 3 here as Doom shuts down Brede, and we now find ourselves in a winnable round of tea and karaoke for Heroic. Alems is down. It's 2v3. Renshiro low health. This is not ideal for BDS.
It's not, absolutely, but the problem is Shaiko's on an absolute tear. 9-1 in the map. Can he keep on things going and find any more for himself? Sees one man, but doesn't aware the one to the right. And there's the closeout you were looking for. It was a C4 that downed the Lems there. For the start of it,
Leakyfac's going to use the light screen to move on in there. Just going to be looking to get inside of the map with the sense here, but it's the Capcan traps. Not enough droning coming in. We've seen that a couple of times now from BDS, just missing out on those Capcan traps, and kills rain in one after another from Heroic, leaving Renshiro in a 1v5, 1v4, 1v3, surely not a 1v2. Gets himself a couple of quick kills, which are important. 1v2. This is on the cards here, Des. He's got 1 minute 10. He's got all the time in the world. He's got the diffuser. This is absolutely doable. But does he know about the man?
Seconds to play as well. It still feels doable, but you can see a couple of bullets here being the difference maker.
It's not going to take much, is it? He's going to have to try and stick this diffuser at some point, and they're just waiting for that sound cue. The bullets start raining in. He's going to stick it here, Des. He's going to stick it. He's going to come away, and now he can fight, but you can see the crossfire that he's in the middle of. They find the kill. It's Benja who cuts him down. What an effort from Renshiro, but just not enough in the end. And BDS, they are going to be disappointed with the scoreline here, Des. There's no 2 ways about it. It should have been 4-2. It should have been 5-1, possibly, from drum stairs, but Doom, he's managed to get himself up to the top of Black Stairs here. I'm not sure if BDS are aware of this. They're starting to move around. They're starting to give Heroic opportunities, and there's an opportunity for the diffuser to go down, Des.
trying to hurt themselves out a bit here. They're hoping the smokes are enough, but they're nowhere near enough. They do get the cross in. And how on earth have they not picked these two off? They've already found one, but June could be the butcher of box. No, he's left himself in a 1 versus 2. Can't even find the one. It's a shotgun spin for Breeder. Defuse coming in for BDS. And although it looks a little bit precarious at the end there, Tim, it will be BDS taking their first defensive round.
Utility into sight. Not going to find as he eventually gets the shield. The first two were just to burn any utility that would have been in the way, any of those ADSs. Renshiro battling through the drone hole. BDS are looking good here though, Des, because the 6th man is active. The time is ticking down. The clock could win it for them. Breeder takes one challenge, gets a kill, but can't find the second. It's going to be 3 versus 3 as Leakerfact trades out Grizzly, and that leaves us now in a position where Heroic are panicking. They're pushing, they're trying to find something, trying to find anything, but there's nothing for them as kill after kill comes in for BDS, and the time ticks down, and that is going to be round 8 going to the French side. It's 5-3 now, and we see the explosion of the soft breach charge there, just opening up the floor. Completely stuck at the minute. Leakerfact, but that's one way out of it, Des. You just fight your way out of it. Knows that he's being challenged from the bottom of Black Stairs. Grizzly manages to find Renshiro. Can Leakerfact find a second? He can't be allowed to do this, Des. He just needs to hold his position now. Don't get carried away. He knows that the last man's there. He's going to take almost all of Grizzly's health. And as the push comes in through the single door, will it be Leakerfact? Yes, it will. BDS go onto map and match point.
Leakerfact this year
at the minute because they just stood still. They've stalled. They've got Grizzly on karaoke window. They're trying to work an angle. They're trying to work a method to try and get inside his side, but Shaiko's having none of it. He gets one, he gets two. His day is not complete yet. You just know that there's more coming from him. Grizzly's going to have to get inside to try and support Mello on the Monty, but this is almost certainly now BDS's moment. Shaiko, he's going to get himself another as he completely bullies the Monty, but he can't find the last. No, it will be that man Leakerfact once again as BDS close things out and they take the win to find themselves in the EUL League final tomorrow against M&M.